Hey there guys and ghouls, my name is Jet and I'd like to welcome you to my channel. In today's video, I am going to bring you 2 build walkthroughs that will hopefully inspire your valleys and Dreamlight Valley. This first build here is a request from Cat Kenny, who said that they wanted some inspiration for Gaston's house that would be Switch friendly, so I did my best to bring that with some cottagecore touches while also using things such as our rock clusters, our big hay piles. I also used Wally's garden to just add to the space while also, being friendly on that item limit. We'll go ahead and we will walk through. Gaston is a rugged guy, so I honestly just filled this with some barrels. And then over here next to his house, we have a little shooting range, archery range, whatever you want to call that. I used oranges and different shades of green, as well as some sunflowers, just to kind of give it that fall touch. I also used, sorry girls, let me through here, these basic lights because I feel like they really contribute to that rustic-y cottage look that we were going for here. And then of course his neighbor is Belle. Poor girl. And yes, there are pumpkins here. Yes, I am aware it is the summer, but I love fall, and I think both of these houses fit perfectly in a fall village. So that is what I did here. Now these two would be perfectly fit for a more cottagey forest, so I think I will lead out to Goofy and Mickey's houses in the future, and that will lead us down to our plaza, which is going to be our next walkthrough. Alright, so our second build is definitely a lot less Nintendo Switch friendly, but it does have that same fall French vibe that is inspired by my love of Paris, of Belle, and of Remy. So we're gonna go ahead and look at this one. This build starts at our visitor portal, which is inside of our little makeshift, I would say it's a train station, but I don't have train tracks here. But we have my house as well as a second of that same house. Those are the Lady Tremaine, and we will go out and I will show you what I did. They are part of this build along with our park entrance building, fairy godmother's pergola. Then we have it surrounded by just some steel and brick gate. We have some seating areas, snack machines, just like the basic things you would see at a train station. I wish this were like the Animal Crossing, and that we had things like suitcases and whatnot to put around, but we do not, so I did the best I could. The reason that I wanted to put my little visitor station in my plaza is because I wanted it to be close to my house, because my house I want to have close to Scrooge's and the boutique, and I also wanted my visitors portal to be close to both of those. So we have our boutique right here, and then we have Scrooge's, so they're both right outside of that gate. I used yellow and orange flowers It's again for that fall vibe. And I just set it up like, you know, a little European street shopping center. We have Bretzel's Pretzels. Once again, we have our little Rapunzel's art stand. We have Remy's fountain. And then over here, there is Kristoff's stall with some items dropped that represent the items that he sells. And then Belle's bookshop is having a big sale out here. And it looks like Mike has been dropping his snot rags all over the place. How gross. And then here is Remy's. And we did simple here since we have that huge fountain out front. Just put a couple of tables with some food. I love how Rapunzel is always lured in by her stand here, her easel. Okay, so behind my house, I put our vacuum. Kind of a little incognito place to put it. And then we're gonna go back through this way to cross. This build would go perfectly with a little town below, which is what I plan to do. But that brings me to the reason we are doing a walkthrough of these builds today and not a speed build. And that is because items in this game keep disappearing. The game keeps shutting down on me every time I try to build anything. So that has all been very frustrating, and I am hoping that with our next update that is all fixed, because I love designing in this game and I love bringing you things so you can kind of get a little glimpse here of what I may be going for down there when everything is corrected, along with all of those night thorns for the next star path. So we're gonna go through this way over here. And there is a little produce stand area and the confectionery. I used Woody's little popcorn machine here because I liked the wood tones and I liked the cute little balloons that added to our festive feel here of our little town. And then we have our refreshment stand. There are some items that are currently invisible sat on there, so that's one example of what has been happening, as well as this clock tower here has also been disappearing. Next to the confectionery, we have our French bakery, and next to that, have a simple little seating area with a croissant, of course. And then back around the corner, there's a little photo booth. Across the way from there, we have a little ice cream stand with some popsicles. And behind our station, we have a bike rental. And then over here, we have our Dreamlight Valley University with our Monsters Inc. house, as well as the apartment building. And if you've seen that video, that is all set up like a school inside. Back this corner, we have a simple little park area with foliage and a small fountain and a seating area, just to lead over here to our mining node, because it is always important to me that my game is playable. I just added in, the very simple, I feel like, greenery. I didn't go overboard with any kind of flowers or anything because, like I said, I do have all of these little things and whatnot. So we didn't really need any natural flowers in here. Here's one last view of this side over here. I'm getting ready to go ahead and go into an overhead of both of these builds just so you can get a good look at them. But before I do that, I would like to give a huge shout out to my channel members, because your support of me and my channel mean the absolute world to me. And for those of you who have joined me today for these walkthroughs, I want to also thank you and wish you the best day ever. And as always, I want you to remember to keep it spooky, but most importantly, keep it kind. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.